Good afternoon everyone, and yeah, apologies it's been a little while since we put up a video, but got a couple of exciting projects in the pipeline, so thought it'd be awesome to get those documented and uploaded for people to see and follow along the progress. So the first project we've got coming up is putting in a new display garden and stock bed, so kind of combining those two things together so that we've got good stocks for taking cuttings from for our propagation, and also creating a display garden for experiments and for customers to then call into the nursery to have a look around and see where different plants can be used. So we've basically got this whole paddock here that we don't really use for anything else, so the plan is to start small. You can just make out this string line on the side there, so that's just going to, that's a big L shape that we're going to start out with. So it goes all the way around there and all the way down there as well, and up on top of this little bank here. So yeah, it's going to be fantastic. It's pretty small to start with. It's only about 400 square metres, but it'll enable us to get a good bunch of plants in there. So we have sprayed off this grass and then we're going to cut it down to the ground with a mower on the back of the tractor, and then we are going to mulch it. And we've got some really good stocks of mulch at the moment, so get all that on there, and then that should prevent any fresh growth from grass or clover etc underneath from coming up through that. So then we'll get into planting it. So yeah, really looking forward to that. It's going to be quite an exciting project for everyone to follow along. So just back in the office here, and just thought you'd be interested to see this plan we've got for the display garden. So this is the area that I was standing in out in the paddock there, and starting here pretty much at the edge of that shelter, we will create a path that goes out through here, out through the mulch, winds its way through here, around here, and back around down there. And we are actually going to create another path through here as well that will provide access, so we can extend it, because yeah, we're going to need to extend it pretty soon after this, because we'll fill this up pretty quickly. But yeah, gives you a bit of an idea of what species we're going to be planting. We've clustered them in groups. We haven't gone for straight formal rows or anything. We want this to look like a natural planting. So yeah, should be quite exciting. And then around the top here we've got sort of a hedge species as well to provide a bit of shelter. And over here, eventually some staff veggie gardens as well, so it's going to be fun as well for the provide a bit of something for this staff to take home. So yeah, that's just a bit of a quick overview of the plan for the display garden. So the next big project we've got coming up in the next few weeks is a new crop cover. So that's going to cover this complete area here. A little bit hard to see in the camera, but pretty much back to those wooden frame PB18 plants back there. So yeah, this whole area in here, about 500 square metres. So we're just in the process of emptying all the plants out of this space, so to make way for the builders and so forth. Got to put all the poles and covers and all those sort of things on. So yeah, it's going to be really exciting. Give us a lot more protected area for the winter months, and also provide some good windbreak, not only for the crops inside but also the crops over behind. You can see them over there, so that's also going to be an exciting project. And yeah, we'll keep you updated on here as well with progress on that, so looking forward to that. One of the plants we've been propagating this week is the Pratia angulata, which is a ground cover, and yeah, we've done several trays of them in the traditional way of just taking actual cuttings like that. You can see those there, and so they're all just individual pieces of the plant cut off, had some of the leaves stripped off, dipped in rooting hormone powder and placed individually into these trays. But that is a pretty time consuming way of doing it, and what we have done in the past, and we've done another couple of trays of it this time, is essentially a layering technique, which we have over in this tunnel house here. So pretty much all we've done is put the complete strands of the ground cover and just laid them solely across trays of potting mix. Now these trays have actually been done without any pots in them, so once they take root we're actually going to have to pull them up and divide them and pot them into pots. But the fastest way of doing it is actually to fill up those trays with pots and fill them with potting mix, and then just literally drape the clumps of the ground cover across the top of the pots, and it doesn't take very long at all, and they are all covered in new plants. You can see in this one here, those there are roots. They're just sticking up. They're just all the way along the strands of those plants. So yeah, it doesn't take too long. We also did a tray right there of ones that had just come when we put them up, pulled up the plants. They just had clumps of roots sticking off them, so we thought we'll just take them straight off and pot them up straight into tubes. So I'm going to propagate propagate angulata. That is probably the quickest way to do it. So what else we got going on? Take a look through in this little shade house here, and we've got a few Orcuba crotinoides left. Just came across these the other day. They are looking really nice at the moment. When they grow up into a big mature plant, or shrub I should say, yeah, they do look really nice. They are, for want of a better word, a little bit old fashioned probably. You don't often see them on plans and stuff these days, but yeah, still a really nice plant. Got very bright foliage, great for 100% shade areas. They do really well. We actually had these out in the sun a couple of years ago, and yeah, they didn't like it at all. And as soon as we moved them into a shade house, they recovered within a couple of weeks, and yeah, just really blossomed. And they have nice red berries on them when they mature too. So we have only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've only got 5 there. So if you want them, or one of them, or whatever, let us know, and we can send them out to you. But yeah, we will probably do another batch of them. They are, like I say, really nice plants, even though they're not wildly popular these days. But if you're looking for something a little bit different, something that not many other people have got, definitely give them a go. So that'll probably do it for this week. A bit of a short update, but hopefully of some interest. And yeah, as soon as we have more to show on the display garden and the crop cover, we'll be back with more. So yeah, till then, see you later.